Hey, what's going on? I wanted to give you guys a fashion tip. It's basically what I'm introducing is a new thing, and what it is aquarium earrings. The idea for it, which I haven't seen anyone have, and I think it'd be a good idea. Basically, I'd like to do it. I like to get it done. I have to um, kind of figure out what styles I would want, and it's pretty easy to do. We have choices between plastic or glass. Um, I'd say glass is more useful. Plastic could be, but it has to look right and it can't be flimsy, you know. But anyway, I'd say the three styles would be like one for like one ear, left ear, probably, and it'd be about that big, kind of like how they have the big moon earrings, the big Saturn ones or whatever, the big long loopy ones. Instead of that, we can just have where it hangs down a little bit, and then we have a nice aquarium there. One ear. You don't want two of those on both ears. It'd be kind of weird, but you could. But one would be right, and it'd be probably about. Let's see. I don't know. I'd probably say about nose wide would be pretty comfortable. So about maybe an inch wide. No more than really an inch. Maybe a little bit wider than it, but not nah. Probably just like I mean that's pretty comfortable there. That's about 1 inch. That's not that bad. And say about 2 or 3 inches around like that, and just a nice good circle shape, you know, kind of flat, and the top should be able to be like screwed in and removed, like how you can just kind of like drill a hole in the ground and put your finger in it, and it's kind of like they have in Alaska, they have the you get a fishing pole and shoot, throw a harpoon in there, you know, fishing holes. So it have that little unscrewable area, little circle area, easy to unscrew it, put it on your ear, and you can put touch a fish in it. You can put um, there's a lot of little small seaweeds you can put in there. You can put um, there's a lot. There's actually a good. I mean, I'd say a lot of species that can live in really tiny environments, and I mean, it's kind of overlooked. And I mean, there's even stuff in the river, that grows really small and actually could be used, or you could even have a snail in there, or just have little small fish. And I mean, if they get hungry, maybe they can eat each other. You can get tetra fish. You can get, I think it's called Donus something. It starts with a D fish, and they're like really small. I mean, they grow really tiny. I mean, most of these fish only grow about that wide anyway, so they have to be able to maneuver in there, and they got to be able to breathe. And I want to do it. I seriously do. I think it would be a great fetish, just to have an aquarium, that has. I mean, it's not an fence aquarium, that has something on it. It'd be nice. It'd be cool, and it'd give me a reason to put something on my ear. I don't really see any other reason to do it. Hell, you could even have an aquarium inside of your nose, or something, like a little area, and then have it as a piercing, if you wanted. But I think that's stupid. I think it would just be practical, and it would be really fashionable, and I think it would be really serious, as a statement, and to realize, you can carry life with you at all times, just to have an aquarium, and you could also have, a square one, be about 2 or 3 inches long. I'd say, yeah, that's a couple inches, and that looks pretty comfortable. It's good size, and I think it's better than having a grill. I think it's better than having alligator shoes. Even though aquarium shoes would be nice. I definitely want to have aquarium ears. But and I do have the last name Clink Scales, which makes it a little bit easier to kind of find something cool. So you can find, some kind of glass, that could be like this and that, and I mean, I don't know why it would cost that much to just have a tank that is that small and you can just unscrew the top of it, or I mean, if it's a glass one, then you would have to be able to take it out, so there'd have to be some kind of way to close it back. That would be really crucial, in the glass, 3 by 2 or whatever it would be perspective. And um, also, the glass one, would have to be round and be a circle, like Christmas ornament. It couldn't be a Christmas ornament because it's going to bust and break. But, I think it'd have to be thick enough to where it's not going to screw up. And at the top, it'd have to have some kind of way to unscrew it, from the top, or be flat on the top with the unscrewing area, so you can unscrew it, by unscrewing it and turning it. So, if I can make something like that and I can put it in my ear, then I will definitely, get this ear pierced, and I will have aquarium ear. Like I want aquarium on my ear. So, I think it'd be nice to go to work and you still have an aquarium. you know, Also, getting an aquarium in your ear, you also have to be able to, when you do the crafting part, which is just really fun, um, you have to get, I guess you could get a hot glue gun and, put the rocks and stuff in the bottom, or get some kind of glue substance and get sand and put it in there to where it can comfortably sit, but then put the sand over it so it'll stay in there and locked in there. I mean, it wouldn't have to really be locked in there. I mean, it could give challenge for the fish. You know, but as a rule of thumb, if you have rocks and stuff in there with even if it has sand, you still have to be able to hot glue pieces in there, and then when you put the water in it, it won't swish around and mess up. Stay where it's at. So, if you lay down, the contents isn't just gonna mumble everywhere. And you have to get it to where if you lay down like this, that it's gonna come back here and chill. So if you're laying on your side, it still is not gonna screw it up. And I think that's important. And I'd say probably the recommendations for the circles is you could have one on each ear if you wanted. Rectangles, you could definitely have one on each ear, or just one on one side. It's pretty nice. It's kind of like having a boom box. It looks pretty good. Um, or you could um, just have. I mean, but the big one, that would just be on one ear. You know, I think it's a good fashion statement. I think it's worth it. I'd like to do it. So hope y'all enjoyed that. I have a lot of ideas like this, so I might as well post them because they're really good ideas. And if I ever do something with it, well, I will. If I can. But I don't think that it's funny that I want to do that. And that's what stops me from doing great ideas like that. I don't understand why people haven't come up with it before. I don't understand, why I go to Google and it's not there. But I think that it's required. I think it should be there. I think it's important. I think it's who I am. So, I hope that y'all kind of take that seriously and maybe be fun and competitive and come up with, an idea. Try to implement it. Try to have earfish earrings, have tetra fish in there, a little small, there's a lot of little small fish that can fit, and they can have families in there. Or even, snails, or, I mean, it can't just be algae, but I mean, there's a lot of different things that could be in there. I think it'd be nice. So, be creative. Never stop being inspired. And always have the intuition to do something like that. And it's not something you can just talk to anyone about every day. It's something that you have to go. Like when you have this idea, aquarium earrings. You have to go somewhere and find the things needed, and then you leave the area of conversation, and then you come back with the aquarium earrings. That's how it's supposed to go if you get them. So, take that wisdom into mind and, always apply it. When you have a good idea, Don't say anything about it. Go gather the materials, go do it, and then come back. You know, it was your work, it was your labor, and it's supposed to be, you know, like kind of challenging, something that makes you think about new things every day, makes it new, makes you, you know, gives you a reason, you know, not to say, oh, I just got some aquarium earrings, and now I'm just going to tell you how to make them. You know, that's not even right. You know, really, what I should do and what I should have done, you know, is, you know, go find the materials and then, you know, put it on my ear and then show you it. You know, so, but you can say it, you know, if the conversation of it is important. But I'm just saying, you know, if, you know, you do, you know, do that, don't tell everybody about it. You know, go make it yourself and then have it, you know, and then show them, you know, all about it, you know, if you wanted to. But anyway, you know, it'd be a great conversation piece. So, hope you enjoy that. Have a good one. Peace.